Sacred Hearts. Monica Bermuda's coming on outside in nature, tapping in. I'm an intuitive quantum energy healer, and I have a message regarding the inner child and the wounding of the inner child, and some of the techniques that I wish to share to help with some of this healing. So lately, I've been feeling a lot of this inner child wounding that wants to come up. We are very near the supermoon, strawberry full moon of June, which is about to peak on Tuesday, June 14th, early in the morning, which may be June 13th for some of you, depending on your time zone. So, with this full moon, there is this aspect of some releasing that is going on as well, and that relates to some of this inner child wounding. So I want to share, how this was an experience for me as my journey and all the patterns of the karmic and ancestral work that I did inside of myself. And of course, there's always layers of this that we work inside of ourselves. My biggest, inner child wounding had to do with the abandonment issue. And I was getting this also with some of the group transmissions that I was working on earlier with some clients, and how much this has affected us all over, which within our own human grid system, and especially our hearts. And because of that separation, that abandonment, and also feeling this, lack of the self-worth and our own, low self-esteem was that. And so I, suffered a lot of that myself. And so one of the things that I did that I want to share with you that helped me also boost in some of this healing with my inner child, and that I continuously do, tapping in and checking in within my own inner child through my heart center, and always, embodying and holding the inner child with love. And I do also feel that there is some of this inner child wounding also in the sacral area. So the technique that will help, because, and it's very important that I share this with as many people as possible, right? Because with that, when we go inside ourselves and we do like some kind of meditation that is unique to you, that you could just visualize and imagine this cosmic mother or the cosmic father, or just think of it as your inner mother, your inner father, and just working with these two energies and sitting down with your own inner child, however you want to picture yourself as this young kid as you were, and having this like meeting or this place of healing, and just look at it from an observer's neutral space, without the judgment, without the criticism, without the victim, and just let your own inner child express everything that it needs to express in that moment, and what it needs to release at that point. And you could probably do this during the full moon ritual. If you're doing one during the ceremony, you can add it to your ceremonial ritual for the full moon. And just, allowing the child to express itself in whatever way possible. And it's like creating this space that's safe for the child, your inner child, to say that it's okay, and you acknowledge and honor this whatever it is that they want to express in that moment. And they may express this tantrum feeling of energy, and if that's the case, then it's okay to release that energy and just bring in some of that healing for this inner child. And that's how you also do this bonding within your own inner child as well. So moving forward, then just do a continuous inner embracing of your inner child, nurturing of your inner child, within with your own inner mother, inner father technique of visualizing this embracing and this hugging of the child. So I'll recap and re-summarize, what is coming through, but just feeling this in the moment right now that wants to come out and be shared, because I'm feeling that there's a lot of this theme lately. I've been feeling it now for a while, and I've been feeling the nudge to really share this message with you of this inner child that is going through this completed cycle of this wounded pattern that has been gathering and collecting probably from past incarnations of many human lifetimes, but also carrying it from generational lifetimes of the ancestors, in which the ancestors also want to honor and support this with the inner child. Why is it that the inner child is so important for us? Because what happens is that when we, as a child, we have experienced, certain things in our life that could have been traumatic, right? And somehow the inner child within us gets stuck in that trauma. And we may subconsciously be doing things later on. It could be through romantic relationships. It could be through, work, relationships, or any type of career that we find ourselves doing that will impact how, we express that wounding, or that wounding is reflected on the external, and it could just sabotage our life, moving forward. So the benefit of, us doing this healing work, doing this releasing now, of completing this cycle, is to really be free and embrace all of us, right? That includes even the shadow aspects of us. Embracing your inner child and allowing the inner child to be able to play, to be experiencing the joy, because that is also a key into the Ascension energy too. So there is an expression that is more than 2,000 years ago with Cosmic Ascended Master Jesus, who would always say that the key into heaven was to be a child. So what this means in the Ascension energy that he was really talking about is the Ascension energy. And so maintaining that kid within your own heart center of that joy vibration, of that playfulness and that fun, and being able to express yourself freely without feeling that you're restricted, that you're being judged, and just being who you are and being your own authentic self, and embracing that inner child within you to allow it to express itself, because the inner child also has this energy of the creative force energy with him or her. And with that with when we get into this playful, joyful mode, we're also allowing some of this divine feminine flow of energy to really flow through us in a creative way. And so that's why it's so important for us to really look into this inner child journey. And you could just tap within yourself and really just connect with your own inner child. And it should be like a daily practice, because the more that you do it, the stronger that connection will become, the easier you start to get even more messages. But it also opens up more of your intuitive channeling area as well. So speaking of ancestors, I am going to be coming on the Love Light, Living the Spirit of Love podcast show September 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, to talk about the ancestors and the voices of the ancestors that want to come in to share a message with humanity, with you. And a lot of ancestral generational healing is coming up right now as well. And It's an important, powerful message to share with everybody. So please mark your calendars. Check out the link that's going to be in the description of my YouTube channel below. And I am also going to be in an upcoming show of the Quantum Conversations that is scheduled for June 21st. So do look out for all that information as well in the links. We'll be providing more information on that as I get more information as to, be able to share those links and so forth. So, and there's, also like anything else that you need support with, if you need one-on-one, if you need some form of clarity, heart clarity reading, please email me and you'll find my contact information in the description as well. So I want to recap what I just shared. So now is the super full moon that we are in, or any full moon in the future moving forward. If you want to try this technique, try to tap into your own heart center, connect with your inner child, and just visualize and imagine a inner mother and an inner father within yourself, and sitting in front of this of the inner mother and the inner father is the inner child. And so this inner child, just imagine that there is this conversation that is happening at a very neutral space, and just allowing the inner child to express everything that it wants to express at that time. And just, feel this embracing and this honoring of this information that is being shared, and just release and let go whatever needs to go within the full moon energy, and just allow yourself to clear that space, to clear and complete that cycle. That's really what the full moons are. They're a completing cycle. And so maybe I think what will be best, that I will be putting another video on my YouTube channel. It's a guided meditation to assist you with this. But I wanted to share the importance of this, the inner child wounding, the inner child healing, and the message that wants to come through for this that I'm sharing right now. So I hope this message helps you. Please comment below, and please feel free to share with others who need it. Click like if it resonates, so it does help the channel when with the algorithm. So if it does resonate with you, if it does help you, please click like on it. And I so appreciate you, and I am sending you so much love, and I'll be connecting with you very soon again. Bye for now. Much love.